Hi, I'm Daisy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a plate of delicious fruits. We have an apple, pear, and banana. Today, you can use anything you want for coloring. Again, I am using markers. And for the drawing, we'll need an eraser, pencil, and sharp. And this is brown. Okay, let's get started. So, let's start with our apple. So the pencil's for our guidelines. You guys at home, you can draw your pencil lightly, but I'm going to draw it dark so you guys can see. So let's start with our apple. We don't want it to be really big, so maybe like a little smaller than your fist. I'll show you the size. You just kind of do a circle, and it doesn't have to be perfectly round. Like you can have like a little weird shape because apples are unique. And now we need to do we're gonna do like a little shine in our apple. If you look closely, your apple has like a little shine. So we're gonna do it's kind of like an exclamation point. And then we are gonna actually all we have to do is draw a little stem. And if you want, you could add like a little leaf. Like that. And you want your apple. So you see how the apple's kind of like in front of our pear, and same thing with the banana, it's in front of our pear. We're gonna start with, we can always erase after, so we're gonna start our pear. So pears are kind of like big closer to the bottom, and they get that and that. So we're gonna draw our pear. And if you think it's too small, like I think mine is too small and not tall enough, you can always erase with your eraser and make it taller. Or if you think it's chunky, or if you don't like the shape, you can always just erase, and the eraser will be to the rescue to save the day. And it doesn't have to be perfectly shaped. And now before we do the stem, we're gonna draw the part of ours that's inside of that. We're gonna erase the part of ours that's inside the apple. You can either erase the line inside the pear or the line inside the apple. This time I think I'm gonna make mine a little different, and I'm gonna make the pear in front of the apple. So just erase that. And you're good. And you can always grab your pencil if you accidentally trace over something. If you accidentally erase something that you didn't mean to erase, just grab that pencil and you can redraw it. Okay. Now we can draw our stem, because it doesn't look like anything without the stem. It just looks like a weird shape. So we're gonna do the same thing we did with the apple stem, and then if you want, and then I don't think I'm gonna give, and then you can add a leaf or two, and you got your pick. Last but not least, we got the banana. So the end of so on our banana, the end of it, it's not pointy, it's curvy. So we're gonna draw like a moon-like shape, and remember, you could always just go right like a smiley, kind of like a smiley face, right, like that. And you can. Now, if you don't like yours, you can always erase. And now you can erase the inside, and we'll add that little dot for the stem of our banana. And in a second, let me just erase let's just erase the part that we don't want. And now the part that's inside the pear, we're just gonna add like a little circle. And boom, you're done drawing. Almost. Last thing you need to do is just draw the plate. So you can do a curvy line coming down your apple, and boom. And if you want, you can always draw like the line inside the plate that's going around. So I'm gonna do that. And if you're already finished, go ahead and start. You can go ahead and start tracing over your lines with Sharpie. And now we can start coloring. Oh, sorry, I forgot to trace over mine with Sharpie. Okay. Now all you gotta do is trace over yours with Sharpie, and once you finish that, you'll be done. I'm tracing over mine with Sharpie because it makes it more cool, and if you can see some of your pencil lines, you can either just leave it there or erase it. But the Sharpie is permanent on the paper, so before you trace over it, think and decide if you're gonna like it or you should erase your guidelines. I'm starting with my banana and pear. I finished my banana and pear, and now I just gotta do my apple and the plate. So I'm gonna start with my apple stem. Now I'm gonna trace over the little shadows, and now all I gotta do is the plate. Okay, so now you see how there are, you can't really see that well, but there are actually some lines. I don't think you can actually see that well, but there are actually some lines that I did not trace over perfectly, so I'm gonna erase those lines. And if that also happened with you, you can go ahead and erase that. It mostly just happened on my plate. And if there are erasers that you can't really get rid of, it's fine because we're gonna do the coloring, and that's really all. So let's start with our apple. So we're gonna grab a red. And those of you who are using the same markers as me, it's R218. And we're gonna color our apple, but make sure not to color the stem, leaf, or the little things inside of, or the shadow inside of our apple, okay? So let's start coloring. This is really squeaky. See what I mean? Hear what I mean? spread does not work that well. And at the end, you don't need to, but I'm gonna trace over mine, get a very light in this color. You don't need it though, it's just to make it look a little cooler. Because that's what I actually did that's what I did with this picture. I actually traced over this with this color. So yeah. Okay. And I'm also gonna continue. I'm almost done coloring my apple. Okay, I'm done coloring my apple red. You could see that. So I'm done coloring my apple red. So I'm gonna put that away. And next, real quick, we could just color all the stems brown. And the little dot on the banana if you want to put that as stem. Okay, I finished doing that very quick, and now we can just color the leaves. And those of you who want to add little speckles to anything, you're welcome to do that. I'm doing that with this. I'm seeing many little brown speckles. It's kind of hard to see. And now I'm gonna put this away, my brown. Oh, and I forgot to say the color for my brown. For my brown, those of you who are following along, I used R237. Okay. And now, for inside your apple, we're gonna use this color for little shines. And you don't need to do this. It's kind of dark, but I did it anyways. It's B003. So as you are following along, it's for the little shadow inside of the apple. If you even need a shadow. Okay. I'm gonna check something with the colors. Okay. Okay. Now we are gonna just quickly color the stems. Let me find a good color. Okay, and for the stems, we're gonna use, not the stems, for the leaves on the stems, we're gonna use a G506. Oh dear, this marker is really worn out. I might have to use the other side or maybe a different marker. Oh, this side's perfect. Okay, I'm done coloring the leaves. Now we're going to color the hair. And those of you who are following along, we're using G804. Okay, and let's start coloring the hair. If not, you could just use a light green. I'm almost done coloring mine. Okay, and I'm done coloring my pear. Done coloring my pear. This is how it's looking so far. Here, if you can see the little speckles. Okay. Now, so now before we do our banana, we're gonna color our plate with the same with CG00. CG00, and we're gonna color our plate with that color. Why are you asking why can't we just do this at the end why aren't we just doing this at the end and why are we not going to the banana? Because we're gonna do another layer at the end, and I want this to be all settled in before we put the second layer on. You could do your banana first, but no. So if you're doing your banana first, here's the picture of the banana. But if you want to just wait, that's I'm doing for the banana, just continue coloring. Okay. And let's continue coloring. We're almost done. Once we finish our plate, we just need to color the banana. And then I'm gonna color over my whole picture again with this, but I'm gonna save my banana for last since it's just ending again. And I don't want these two colors to get mixed. And you're thinking, why do I have two colors left? Because for the banana, there is actually some green on it. Just continue coloring it in. And if it's your first time using these markers, it may look kind of dark at first, but once you let it settle in, it will start looking like what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Continue coloring. Since I did the lines, I did the outside of it first, the lines. Okay. Okay, now let's continue coloring. I'm almost done coloring. Just got a little left. Okay. I finished coloring mine. You can always pause the video if you did not finish yet, and I'm going too fast. Oh, wait, right, we don't put this away yet. Okay, now we're going to color our banana. Those of you who are following along, it's Y003. And we're going to start coloring our Mrs. or Mr. Banana here. Or slash our banana. Okay. Now, if you want, you don't need to add the green, but I'm adding the green to make it look more realistic. And this is to make it look even more realistic. And again, you don't need to add that. And sometimes with really light colors like this, they can end out having like some color come out. If you look closely on my plate, there's some random colors on there. Next time I should have wiped it. Okay. Let's continue coloring our banana. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, yeah, we're almost done. We just need to color the green, and if you want to, we're going to color with this color again. Let's continue coloring our banana. Okay, I finished coloring my banana. Actually, I might want to keep that yellow out for the banana so I can like blend it in after. Now, so those of you who are using the same markers, no, I'm not just going to tell you the color, but I think you should use the brush. And those of you who are forming the ball, so the green, use G303. So you see how on the banana we have some green on here? We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to color that. And also there. It's very simple. Like that. I'm going my yellow again to trace, to go over it, and I just blend it out. And I'm just going to go over that one more time. Okay, now, since I finished with my banana, I'm gonna take these colors, put them in here, and now all I've gotta do is do this. Now, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but I'm gonna trace over it in CG00. Okay, and after this, I think you should wipe your marker, if it's a marker, or if you use a marker, or a piece of paper, because it might get really mixed with the colors we're using. So I'm not saying you have to, but I think you should. I'm gonna grab something so I can, oh yeah, stuff's coming further. So I can make sure that my marker stays clean. I'm trying. So if you finish and you don't want to do it, then you should just say bye-bye and bye-bye. Those of you who are staying here and actually tracing it over, which probably not that many of you are, I can't wait. I think yours will look beautiful, even though I can't see them. I just know they look really good. And now I'm going to trace over my plate for the second layer. Like I said, we're doing the second layer for the plate. Okay. Let's continue coloring the plate. You don't really need to wipe it when you're coloring your plate. Your plate is the same color. Oh, I gotta also make sure there's no red on this side. And I'm gonna continue coloring it, and then we can do the banana, and we're done. If you already finished it, bye-bye. And those of you who did not, let's just continue coloring it. And then write our names on our paper. I did not finish mine, but you can continue finishing yours at home. Bye.